Mr. Kiran Trivedi, director for Trivedi Corp Private Limited, was the first to bring mechanized marble quarrying and fabrication of stone to India in the 1970s. After 2 years of a study in geology, he entered the stone industry to explore his passion for mining and for his inherent fondness for masonry building. Mr. Trivedi revolutionized the marble industry in India. He was the first to introduce diamond wire cutting and chainsaw machines back in the 1982. This replaced the crude method of drilling and blasting, totally eliminating wastage. He's also the one to pioneer the use of CNC machines in the manufacturing of temples, monuments, and landmark projects spanning the globe. Continuing to lead, he is the very first to bring the process of underground marble mining to India. And through his technology, he will continue to innovate and shape the way the industry is run here. May I now kindly call upon Kiran sir to give his talk, Art of Using CAD CAM Technology in the Stone Industry.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hello. You can check now.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Okay. I hope you can hear. Hello, this is Kiran Trivedi here.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. I would like to start with some old. We are having this. I'm into the marble quarry mining, and then started the CNC technology. So, and basically, we are the temple architect. My grandfather's time. So, I would like first to share one picture, an 80-year-old picture. When the Ranakpur temple was built, so there are all the architects and contractors are there who did the temple, Ranakpur temple. I would like to show you some pictures of the Ranakpur Mandir. See, when we talk about this Ranakpur temple, this we consider as one of the best temple in architecture, as it has a very big building with more than 1,000 columns, and the best art here. The levels are different. It is known for the level and the lights. The way the architect used this temple is around more than 500-year-old. And my grandfather, he did the restoration of this temple. And that's how it became that time the school of architect, where people were learning about the temple architecture. Because in mainly the temple architecture, we don't use steel at all. By not using the steel, the life of the monument, it goes in more than 1,000 years. So that's what the temple architecture is completely different without using any steels and all. Now I come, after that we did the Delwara temple, which is around this was done around, this picture is around 1,500 years old, these people they do. So now we have all the technology. We have the CAD/CAM technology, with the machine, we do the computerized machining also. But those days, the people, they did this. I want to show you that how the people they did during those days when there was no technology available. I just put the quarry. These are few more pictures about this Delwara temple. We'll move to the marble quarry. In marble quarries, we have this quarry. We are working in this quarry for last 70 years. Now the specialty and what I would like to emphasize is marble is a metamorphic rock. And the metamorphic rock, with the erosion, the material comes out. The architects have to be very careful while making a building, a monument, and when they used to when they want to use marble or sandstone, the material what we are taking out from the quarry is very important. In the marble, we should be very careful that the stones are taken vertically, as it's a metamorphic rock. If the stone for the beam, like when we use in beam, if we take the stones horizontally, then there are chances of breaking the stone. The stone can break, the beam can break. Same as in sandstone, where it's the sedimentary rocks. The stone should be used horizontally. Anyway, in the vertical formation, we don't get the sandstone. But in marble, it's very important that we use the stone vertically by understanding the nature of the quarry also. Because all the cracks, it runs vertically, not horizontally. That's the reason. So now I move to the underground. We have these quarries and the underground tunnel minings in Europe, in Italy, and in many countries. It's going on for many years. But in India, it's the first time we are going the underground. We made an underground tunnel. The purpose of making an underground tunnel is when it is not feasible open cast mining, when the overburden is too much. So this is what we did, a tunnel inside, and we have a special machine for that again from Italy. It's a chainsaw machine. It moves in the 5.5 meter height and goes 3 meter at a time. And we can go in any length. So this is the first underground marble mining quarry in India. We started 2 years back. This is one temple, and what I'm talking about, the beam, mostly the structure is like the columns, and then we have beams, and then we construct the domes on that. This is one of the temple we finished in Vallabh Vidyanagar. It's a Swaminarayan temple. Go to the field. We did many projects in, this is the first CAD drawing we did around 25 years back. Mostly, and the old time, the drawings were done in a manually, and first we converted this image we vectorized the image, and this is the first temple we did in UK. That's the Krishna temple. And where we used the first time CNC machine to build this. Next. Like we have in the old time in the Delwara temple, when we talk about the Delwara, we talk about the Ranakpur and all. We see that good workmanship, and they were very good artisans. My goal, I want to show that what we are today, how we can do something better. Of course, they were the best, but we are always, we can say we are better than ever. We have the best technology today. So I tried here to use the CNC machine and water jet. So we combined machine and CNC and water jet together to give the best result. You can see here the ceilings, and we did it in a different manner. We use some technology. Everything is done with the manual and CNC both. We use the CNC machines, 80%, and rest is manually done. Now, when some questions come to the people that when we use CNC machines, what happened to the artisans? But mainly when I did this temple, we employed around 300 artisans after we finished the CNC work. So all the CNC machines, what we talk, they do not replace artisans, but they help artisans. Okay. We use the softwares. Now for the CAD side, we use AutoCAD, Rhino, Maya, Unigraphic, and Grasshopper, and mostly it is used ArtCam. Now the way we use it, this is one of the examples. This one is done in a, This one is done in a, this piece is designed in Rhino, and we are machining with the 5-axis machine. So how the CAD-CAM, how to use CAD-CAM, and how to take the best advantage of designing and doing the machining. That's very important. Many people, they have the machine, but they don't know how to take the best advantage of that. So here we have, when we talk about the machining, the main part, it comes the costing, of course, how to do it, how to make a piece economically, how to reduce the timing of the machine, because these machines are very expensive. So when we reduce the time of the machine by learning, and every day we learn that how to use the machine and what the software we should use. So there is, this is one of the piece. So when we did it, I mean, mostly we use the cutters and then the tool. So once we use the cutter is, I mean, it is the cheapest way to use, and it is fastest. When we use tool, it takes a very long time. So we try to finish as much as we can finish it by cutter. No, this is done. Maybe projects. Okay, I would like to show you one very interesting project, what we did. It was in a Harvard Medical School, Dubai. So this table we did, it's 5-meter dia, and we did it, the first time we used it unigraphic software. And unigraphic software, it is, the table is resting on 2 points. It's designed by one British architect. And we put some steel inside, and I will show the real image. This is how the software and the CAD-CAM system helped us. Here we go to the picture. This we installed in our factory to take all the tests. This cantilever is 3.5 meter. One solid stone is hanging and is resting on these 2 points only. Yeah. You can see this is resting on the 2 points. Go to back. This also
What stone is that?
It's a black granite.
Black granite.
Yeah. And this one is an installed piece there in Dubai. So the thing I want to convey is how this new technology with the new software, how it helps in the stonework. When we think when we have some cunning, and how to use this software, the designing software as well as the machining software. This is one of the, this was designed in Rhino. We did the design, it's installed in Delhi. Again, this machining. The product is designed on Rhino software.
It's a marble.
It's marble.
Is it marble?
So is this for Ministry of Culture?
Yes, that's the same.
Yeah, I recognize that one. Yeah.
You visit, okay. So we put this too. So when Preksha Vaid, she designed it from Delhi, and she did this project. She's an architect in Delhi. Okay. So this one is a FIFC building. You can see the backside is a scooped wall. We did it in sandstone. This one is also designed by one American architect, and a very famous building in Bandra Kurla complex. They gave us the STL format. So whatever we come, when I talk about the scanning or any software, what we use, so finally what we need is the STL format file. So the machines where we use the program, Easy Stone program, it reads STL format file. So either we use software Rhino or Unigraphic or any other software when we want to do the 3D. The three-dimensional, we always need a STL format file, which machine can easily do it. Okay, then. This is the new temple we are doing. My daughter, in fact, she's an architect and she designed it. And we are using the two stones there. This we are going to start soon. Then this one is a pagoda. We are not restricted ourselves to temple only, but we did around few gurdwaras in England, one in Glasgow, and 3 big pagodas in Vietnam. So we studied the Buddhist culture. We did these panels. We did it in, first we made it in clay. After that, we scanned it. And after scanning, we did it with a CNC machine. This is one of the recent pagoda we finished last month. It's a 5-story. It's 100% done in stone. Same way like the Sompura architecture. No steel is used inside. It's a 5-story, 100% granite. It's a red and black granite. We finished in the COVID time because there was no COVID in that area. Oh, this is one of the ceiling we recently did using the technology of water jet and CNC machine. This we are doing right now, the one project going on, the Kashi Vishwanath temple. So, of course, all the columns are done on CNC machine, but when I talk about the CNC machine and the manual craftsman, what happens around 15% after doing on machine, about 15% we spend on the manual carving just to finish it. And today around more than 150 people are working just for the finishing, the carving done by CNC machines. These are few panels we put in the Vietnam. We did it first in the clay and then by CNC machine, and finally by finishing by manually. These are some of the pictures of our recent project going on in Kashi. You can see the columns and okay, everything is under installation. Finished in 2 months' time or this one of the project we did in Boston and in Boston listed house. So this jali we did here again we used the technology. We took a photograph and then the water jet with the big water jet machine. It took around 1 month to finish this, and then CNC machine and manual carving and the surrounding. And of course, everything finished manually. And some very interesting staircase also in the same house. And this is the surrounding this jali. This is a very famous jali in Ahmedabad, Sidi Sayyad jali. So we replicate that, and this is installed in this house. Yeah, almost. Okay, thanks. Any question?
I, is there, can I stop?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
So do you have more slides or projects to share as of now, or can we already start?
No, I have the enough because I'm in Hyderabad and I could ask my people to send it on WhatsApp. So that's what I shared with you right now.
You have any short video, small
Yeah.
video clip showing the working of this CNC
Yeah.
as well as the hand
I have
tool?
a small video.
1 minute,
Yeah.
something like
Actually,
that.
I have a small video and which can show my factory and
Yeah.
Manan ने भेजा था no Manan का भेजा वो
Where do you operate from? You are operating from Ahmedabad or Mumbai, Bombay?
we are operating for Ahmedabad and we have one showroom in Mumbai also
Mm.
and Mumbai so this is a small video. We have this factory at Ahmedabad, sorry, Abu Road. This is a factory. We have 2 cranes and one CNC and the marble cutting machine. These are the blocks we take from our quarry. Then we have some wire cutting machines here. This factory is in 120,000 square meter. We have an architectural team with Sampura one, Mr. Manish and Mr. Virendra Bhai, and my daughter Dhwani Trivedi. She did from Rhode Island School of Design, and my son Manan Trivedi, he's looking after the production there. And so these are the CNC machines. We have around 20 CNC machines for different type of work. This is we made one tub in single piece.
I just wanted to know, while we see this, you said you have a stone quarry, a marble quarry, no?
Yeah,
marble
we have
quarry.
a. See, this is how we make a column. How we do the column? We do the column cladding. So it's with a diamond wire machine. We first cut it, and then after that we do the shoulder cut on another machine. This is a 5-axis water jet machine. What we have. We have the 2 5-axis machine. These are the gang saws, and this is a multi-wire machine where we cut marble. We have a slab factory. So these are the 3 marble gang saws. We have an automatic polishing line. We have a resin line, where we produce around 10,000 square feet slabs per day. So these are the automatic polishing line. So we have completely one slab division, and here today I'm here with in Bangalore with a company where we are doing a new software. These are some residences I did in US. This is one of the piece. And this is a house. Can you stop it also? In Utah. Utah के pictures. I'll show you some of the pictures of the Utah residents.
Yep.
Because we did some temple. Utah तो कहाँ है? ध्वनि में बोल दो. Go up. No. Maybe indignation. Anyway, go to the same video. We had some. Get this. Stop. These are few temples. You can see this everything on my website. It's a trivedigroup.com, and And yeah. This is the residence, Amangiri Resort in Utah, USA. It's around 200 villas. We did it in Gwalior sandstone and Kota stone. This is a Gurdwara we did in UK. We use granite. This temple in Bhuj. Okay. So this is the short video I have.
Sure. Getting back to what you said right in the beginning, and you showed there was a beautiful, very old photograph, vintage photograph of in front of the temple. What is it? Ranakpur temple. Ranakpur temple.
Yeah.
You had a good photograph saying you said that you have your family of temple architects, tapatis, and are connected people connected with stonework, right? That is what.
Yes,
And
yes.
I would like to know how long have you been involved in this industry? Now it has become kind of like more like an industry. Now what we have just not seen. You have an industry, and it's the operations that go on inside the premises is more like an industrial processing, cutting, shaping it, and and the computerized mechanical work. So I just how did that become the start as temple architects, masons, sculptors, and craftspersons, and then slowly coming to people who do right from quarrying till designing and even constructing everything. Now you undertake everything, the entire line of work. So how did it transform itself into what you are today, what you have today? That's what I just wanted to know. This transformation.
Yeah, basically, I'm a geology student. I started with the mining. So marble mining, my grandfather did, and my father was doing. And we have this quarry since last 1955. We got the lease. And the Delwada temple, one trustee, Mr. Anandji Kalnerji Trust, there is a giant trust who do the work, the renovation of the temples throughout India. So Mr. Kasturbai Lalbai is the Lalbai group. He wanted to use the same stone which is used in the Delwada temple and which stone is lasted for 1500 years. So he gave this job to my grandfather who was working that time. He was the in charge of Ranakpur temple, and he was taking care of the Ranakpur temple, the renovation part. My grandfather thought the stone must have come from nearby area. Then he found the area and he found some old symptoms. We still have some old carving and old method of mining around 1500 year old in my quarry there in Ambaji. So we applied for that. That time, even the Gujarat was in Mumbai state. So it was a very long back. So I started the quarry. I went to Italy. When I saw in Italy first I went to the Pellegrini company. I met Mr. Marco Pellegrini, who is a genius and who is the founder of diamond wire machine and a lot of other machines. So when I went to Carrara, I operated myself some machines in Carrara quarries. So then I thought that this machine should work in our quarry. So I bought some machines for the marble quarry, and I was visiting Carrara exhibition and the Verona frequently. When I saw these machines they are making, they were using for the making church and other, because this machine initially were used in the wooden industry. Slowly it came to stone industry, and these were already used by the Italian people. I saw the Milan, the Duomo, and it inspired me, and I thought that same machine should work in making our temple also. So I decided to bring one machine. I started with one machine and we succeeded, fortunately. And today we have around 40 CNC machine working with the same. And I have the architect there, Mr. Virendra Trivedi and Mr. Manish Dave. Both are on the screen right now. So we, they are the temple architect, and Mr. Virendra Trivedi, he did the Delhi Akshardham temple. He's the main architect of Delhi Akshardham. So both are director in my company. So I have a good background and good team to work on with the CAD side and the different team for the CAM side.
How big is your group now, including, and how big is the architectural wing? You employ, it seems you employ a lot of architects, and a lot of architects work. Because
no, right now, see, this Virendra Bhai, we are they are taking care about the temple architect and some monument architecture, where okay, I hope you can hear me.
yes, yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes, yes.
And my daughter, she lives in Boston. She did architecture from Rhode Island School of Design, America. And she's with me for last 20 years. And she's taking care of the design part. My son, he's also very innovative and very, he's working with, he has a showroom there in Mumbai, working with Gauri Khan. Gauri Khan, so she has a showroom with Gauri Khan there in Mumbai, and he's also taking care of the manufacturing in Ahmedabad. So,
Okay.
and he's in the same line, so that's how we work.
I have two small queries. One is, you showed right in the beginning, you showed about quarrying. You know, you started what you call going deep mining, tunneling into the quarry site.
Right.
So I see, you know, when you use such large machinery to tunnel. Now you said that something like a 8 meter by 6 meter, no, that kind of it can tunnel
inside around 30 meter inside. So.
Inside. So it creates huge spaces, no? Does it create like tunnel-like spaces, or it creates chambers?
So it creates a huge room, and in India we don't have right now anyone who has knowledge about the tunnel mining. So what happens? We have two departments in one is in Rajasthan, one near in Calcutta, Dhanbad, and these departments are mines and safety. They take care of this, and it's a rock mechanics. Rock mechanics is a central government body, and they are in charge of when we do the tunnel mining. They have the calculation of the stone, where we should stop and in which way we should move and how many pillars we should leave, so that there is no disaster. So now my point is, we don't have this kind of knowledge. So I appointed two geologists from Italy. One is Mr. Piero Banati, and the other guy he's taking care of. I'm expecting them very soon because of the COVID, they could not come here. But they are doing all the calculation of the tunnel, and they are making the map for me, that how I should proceed. And once this map is made, we will submit this to our government, and they will take this into consideration, that if any case the marble mining is done, these are the parameters we should take care.
Okay. I have a small query. This is the last one. It's about, you showed most of the work is on marble. But also, at the same time, you also mentioned that you have worked on sandstone, Kota stone, granite, this. Do you have your own quarry of these stones too, or you buy this material from?
These materials we buy. We import also, because some projects, I did one project in Pune, that is Mr. Atul Chauradia's house. So we purchased that machine from all the material from Bulgaria. So all the stone, we did the exterior part in Pune, and that was in Bulgarian stone. This Utah we did in Kota stone. Mostly material we purchased. Only the temples, what I did in USA, around 10 temples, different places. This all we did in marble from our quarry. We have two quarries. One is black marble and the another is white marble.
Okay. So far, thank you so much. You are a storehouse of so much of knowledge, information in a very rare area. I never knew that, we have such expertise that is available. And it should be exposed to architects, working architects, and architects working on stone. And somehow there should be some arrangement for even giving opportunity for students of architecture to have a short-term training in your firm, in your group.
Yeah, from the SEP college, we have an Ahmedabad, the SEP college, and from there, many students, they visit us, and sometimes do the post-graduation also from there in stone architecture. So we have already this facility there. And in mining also, we have some training if anybody wants to use the machine like the diamond wire machine. So one time it became a school there for the training. Yeah.
Now Smriti will take it up and see, explore the possibility.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Thank
I'm
you.
very happy
I would
to
like to
remind
ask
you,
a
sir.
question, if it's possible. Sorry.
Please go ahead. Please go. No, I
Yeah.
was simply reminding Mr. Trivedi that we already had a study tour with him, and we will continue with that. So yeah. So you had organized a study tour with us a few years ago, and that was very, very comprehensive and rigorous. So we'll come back again. Yeah. Yes, Axel, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for your inspiring talk. I'm fascinated about these 5-axis machines. I'm currently working on Indian architecture of the 19th century, particularly eclectic architecture, with a blend of different historic styles. So in your talk, you were showing many examples, quoting historic architecture. And somehow this high-end technology you are using give us the possibility to copy or to replicate historic styles. Do you think we step again somehow into 19th century eclecticism by the means of CNC milling machines?
Yeah. Yes, we can do. We are doing right now some temples, around 14 temples we are replicating in sandstone in a small scale, but the actual model of the temples. I have some pictures, but I don't know, I cannot show because I'm not right now in Ahmedabad, but we are already doing the replicating. So the way of doing it, either if we want to do copy, we can do scanning. Now, if we take some good pictures, it is possible to transfer those pictures. And there are some skilled people who work on the software ArtCam. And they can convert this into the STL format. And we have some library and we have collected all from the Ranakpur temple. We scanned a few art pieces from there.
That's very interesting because I'm looking at Mysore Palace, which had been completely cast in Scotland or in large parts.
Yeah.
And they were also looking at different examples they found in this portfolio, and the Jaipur portfolio, using examples and blending them into a new form. So in your practice, do you work with architects who quote?
Yes, we work with architects, and we, like all the projects, what we did, we first, the architect is everything is conceptualized by the architect. Then we interact the architect, and before any project start, our team, they sit with the architect. So even all the projects, what we did in London, in Scotland also, I did in Gurdwara. And Scotland. So there's only one Gurdwara is done by us. So we work with architect, and we take the ideas from them, and whatever their dreams I can say we fulfill it. We try to do the best and we can give them the best result. So it will be
Thank you.
nice
Thank
to
you.
see,
Thank you
when
so much.
I see your projects and all. Maybe Smriti can share my number and email with you.
Yeah, great. I would like to stay in contact with you.
Actually, I would probably, make Axel visit your facilities and factories if pandemic allows and he's able to travel to India in the next few months. I could actually bring him there, so we can collaborate.
Yeah. I would enjoy that. Yeah, meeting you there.
Okay.
Okay.
Are there any more queries or observations?
Okay, so thank you, sir, for this really interesting presentation. So I think especially the videos that you showed in the last, they actually, I mean, educated us onto the scale at which you guys are working at your firm, which is very interesting to see.